I intend to give away love today. First and foremost, to myself. I'm pausing because this is not at all how I intended to start. But I am going to follow Spirit's guidance. It's not at all what I had in mind. So they have preempted what I intended to talk about and how I intended to say it. So let me tell you a little story about myself. I shall make it brief. Last night, now I was homeless for 4 years. Lived on the street, etc., etc. Was almost gang raped, but I wasn't. Murdered, and the only way I escaped that is by facing down my attacker and telling him, motherfucker, you need to, you see that 12-inch knife that you have in your hand? You need to make sure that I am dead. Otherwise, I'm going to get you. This was after a year of terror and my guts turned into water whenever I had to leave the shelter because there was no help. Went to the police, etc., got the support, and I did finally get him. I'm here to tell the tale. All right? That was a form of self-preservation. That was self-preservation. Back to the wall. It's also a form of self-love. Because how long can you hang around hoping, praying, wishing, wanting? I tend to say that wanting is for shit. Now, I know my language turns off some people. And for the cursing, I really can't help it in the sense that it just comes out. I don't do it deliberately for shock therapy. But I'm here now, still not living in my own home. That's on its way. Last night, I lay in bed in tears, just running down my face like a river, as I reflected on the weight that I have gained in the last 6 months. I wanted to lie and say 5, but I faced it up last night and it was 6. During COVID, oh my God, my body was cut. The muscles were fine. My ass was, oh my God, it curved out all the clothing because I like to wear it. All black women do. You have to wear clothes-fitting, body-fitting wear. I didn't say tight, but shape to the body. It's just normal and natural. We love our bodies. So what happened with me? I had to look at myself naked and apologize to myself in the mirror and say that I am sorry. I wish I could have done better. Look what I have done to you. It was devastating. I felt devastated. And that brought up, I don't normally sit in regret, but I rolled around in those regrets like a hog in mud. And what brought that to the fore? Because this is something we women do, which is why I'm sharing it. The goals that I wanted to achieve by the end of this year, December 31st, 2021. They just don't seem to be coming to fruition. That hurt. I mean, that really, really hurt. There are some humongous goals. It's just 6. And I tend to pack it in like that. And then, after perhaps, I don't know how long it lasted, but I really let those tears flow. And then after that, I decided, did I decide or was it decided for me? Because it was crunch time. my dragon kin, they were all there. Everyone was there, my higher self. And then the thought came, the understanding came. Perhaps it's time to let it go. That was synchronicity talking. Because I was reading the latest lesson, the 5 Pillars of Leadership, from my teacher and mentor, Peter Sage. And this is one of the qualities that we would-be leaders, sometime leaders, have to embody. When we don't know, when you don't know how to handle a certain project, what to do with it precisely, the plan is not fleshed out, and you know where you want to go, but you don't. It's just not coming into being. This is when. Did you notice that heart in my hand? This is when we have to let go and trust. This is when we have to have the faith, and this is when we must lean into infinite intelligence, universe, source, whatever you want to call it. I use all those names. And basically, all of that is saying leaning into my guides. I got spirit animals off the chain. I mean, off the hook. Almost said the F word there again. My dragon kin, I mean, always there for me, advising me, teaching me. Michael, that's Archangel to you. Maitreya, with whom I was very, very close in the previous lives, way back in time, and so many others. The point being is this, ladies in particular, when you don't know, you can't see how, you do have to let go, have the faith, the unshakable faith that everything is going to work out. You have to leave it up to source, universal intelligence, spirit, God, whatever name you have for it, this magnificent energy that animates all of us. Let go, lean into it, and have the faith that things are going to turn out for the highest good of all concerned, including yourself, of course. This is the message I want to bring this morning. And that too, beautiful souls, is a form of self-love. That is the Black Friday sale. And by the way, I do have a Black Friday sale on. It's 50% off everything. You deduct 50% from the prices listed. You go to https://fb.com/book BWK/Soul Dancer White Dragon, and you'll see all the prices listed. What are you going to put on sale today? How are you going to show up in the world today? It truly is, magnificent souls, all about love. Put yourself first. Grace yourself. Cloak yourself. Cover yourself. Shield yourself with that light of love. Because when I woke this morning, I noticed the time. Or should I say, when I looked at the clock this morning, it was 6:06. Would you believe that that number 6:06 meant let go, have the faith that everything is going to work out, give your problems, your troubles, your worries, your anxieties to universal source, to God, the angels, and everything will work out for your highest good. Would you believe that was the message? Synchronicity. So then, what did Hidalgo do? Yeah, I call myself Hidalgo. I don't call myself Catherine. I decided to do a meditation. And it ended up being a heart meditation. And when I focused, and it was one with Rudy Hunter, the amazing energy worker Rudy Hunter. And what happened? As I focused on my heart and the pericardial sac, the heart's cloak as he calls it, and the space between the cloak and the physical heart, what happened? I literally saw the light shining on my heart, and it grew and expanded. Then the light focused on the space in between the sac, the pericardial sac, and my heart, and I saw light racing around in that space, that tiny space. My heart was aglow with light. This is where you need to go. This is what you need to do, my beautiful ladies. And this is what we all need to embody, because this is who we are. As Peter said in his talk yesterday, we are all love machines. I buy into that. So on that note, beautiful souls, this is the end of my little chat. Check me out on Soul Dancer White Dragon, no spaces, on Facebook. Partake in the sale. Get a free clarity call. Or anything else that suits your fancy. Ciao.